Hello and welcome to Earth Trifle. I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. No, not on the missus, don't worry, she's not here, she's in the UK, visiting our grandchildren. And she's helping out with my granddaughter, because we've got a new baby, a new granddaughter on, well actually a grandson actually, on the way. Oh, but I'll get that wrong. Well yes, we've got 10, well we'll have shortly. It's all planned, it's a cesarean section, that's what it is. Well, this will be her fourth. But that's not what I want to talk about, no. And I don't want to talk about experimenting on the missus either. I want to talk about experimenting with potatoes. Now potatoes, you can grow them in a variety of different ways. You just dig a trench, chuck them in, and they'll grow. And it does work, you can just do that. But you might be limited on the amount of potatoes that you can grow per potato plant. Like here, here's some in the greenhouse. These are earlies. These are going to be our like little new potatoes. So those 2 rows there. Let's just dug a trench, stuck some good stuff in there, like compost, what have you. And that's what we've got so far. Give it a few more weeks, and we'll start harvesting them for new potatoes. Lovely, Charlottes. You say, oh God, they're gorgeous they are. But I've also put some more in the ground outside, and there's a row here, as you can see here. And we'll get to the experiment in a minute. And you can see there's a couple of heads just already popped up on the end there. And I thought to myself, that's quite a good position that is for my experiment. Okay, now you can grow potatoes upwards. Oh, upwards? Yes, that's what I said, upwards. Well, don't they grow upwards anyway? Yes, they do, but you can encourage them to grow more little potatoes, more tubers on the actual potato plant by growing upwards. Literally. You can grow them in bags and do it that way if you want. You can actually buy specific bags for this job, but I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not buying anything because it costs money. Yeah, and when you're a pauper like me, you don't want to be spending money. So what we're going to do is we're going to meander over here. Right, it's part of my experiment. And because we've got these things, you see, yeah, we're going to use them. And we're going to use them because I got them. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm trying to tidy this place up as well, so just use what we've got. Get the bulk of the rubbish out of the way, and that includes tyres. You see these things? Oh, here we go. This is one of my tyres off my motorbike. You have to replace them as soon as they get a bit thin in the middle of the tyre. You do on my motorbike because it's a little bit, how to put it, a little bit beefy. It's a 1400, yeah. So, and there's a couple of old car tyres down here from our car, which when I replaced my tyres, because I do it myself, just lever them off, got a bead brake and take them off myself. So this is my hand-cooked tyre, and we're going to take this over here, we are. Just a simple idea. So we're going to be using all those tyres eventually on these same potato plants. So we've got these potato plants over here that are popping up. Alright, let's chuck it on the ground over there. Oh my God, I just got wet. All the water jumped out of it. Lovely, got wet knees now. That wasn't my plan. But you can see we've got those 2 potato plants, the same family mod, potato plants there. So now we've got to try to encourage them to grow into the actual tyres. They're not tall enough yet to actually heap them up, because that's what you do with potatoes. Normally if you trench your potatoes in trenches, you'd actually pile the soil around the potatoes so no light gets to the potatoes. And also you encourage more side shooting so you grow more potatoes. But that's not, oh, that fluffy thing there. Oh, that's my microphone. So what we're going to do is we're going to position our first tyre, and it needs to be relatively flat. Otherwise, just move the tripod out there. Otherwise, what will happen is, well, they'll fall over eventually. So, can we see the potatoes? Yeah, they're the potatoes. They're there. Here's my tyre. So I'm going to position this over the top of these potatoes. At the moment, it's on the wonk. We don't want it on the wonk. So I'll grab my matlock. Yes, Jasper, I do have a matlock. There you go. Right, I'm going to mark it first. Give me some idea where I've got to chop out. Right. What this also does is it helps mark the edge of the border. So when I come to go around with a ride on, I'm less likely to fall into the plants, into the other potato plants and what have you there. So move this out of the way. And we just need to take this lump out here. I'm going to use the matlock for that. La 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 la. Get rid of the weeds. We don't want weeds. They go away. random, maybe they might be courgettes, or there might be some other like squash or something like that. But the thing about squashes is I don't generally allow my squashes to seed. If I get any that are self-seeded, I get rid of them. And the reason for that is they cross-pollinate like crazy. Yeah, so you get end up with weird things. Now we've had all sorts of stuff like melons tasting like, well, courgettes, and pumpkins tasting like, well, just stuff. Yeah, so we don't want that. They could have cross-pollinated, especially if we've got things that cross-pollinate with. And so we use fresh seeds every year, so we don't have that issue. Don't want that issue, no. Doesn't matter if you go top of the potato plant a little bit there. Don't matter at all. Eventually, what I'll do is I'll be filling these tyres up. I think that's relatively flat there. We'll see in a minute. Chuck that over there. Stick my hand cooked tyre on there. There's a big old cheat tyres. It's off by 4-wheel drive. See a listen, Transit. X-Trail. I think my old motorbike now. And what we'll do is, as the potato plants grow up in the tyre, I don't need to do anything more than that at the moment because the potato plants are too small to do anything more than that. But as that grows up, yeah, the potato plants grow up into that tyre there, and they start showing themselves at the top. We'll be backing up the soil. We'll keep adding a little bit more soil each time, and what I'll do is it will shade any potential little baby potato plants that are trying to show. Yeah, potatoes that are trying to show to the surface. So cover them up so you don't end up having like green potatoes. Because that's why you heat your potatoes up. You heat them up so they don't go green, because that makes them toxic. You don't want that, because they're not very nice anyway. So you cover them up. That's why you heat your potatoes up. But the other reason you keep potatoes up is you'll grow more potatoes. Yeah, basically. So as this grows up, what I'll do is we'll add another tyre, then we'll add another tyre, then we'll add another tyre. So that's an experiment, and we'll see what happens over the course of the next few weeks and months, and see if we get more potatoes, because we can compare those with the other plants over there, and we'll see whether or not doing this like raised, a bit like a raised bed I suppose, but you're going to create a tower. There might be 4 tyres high. I've seen people do it that's taller than me with potatoes. They just push them all over and they end up like a whole barrel load of potatoes from one plant, or like 2 or 3 plants, or whatever it might be. Yeah. So why not give it a go? So I thought I would, because I've got the tyres. Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. Well, give it a go, and you don't have to use tyres, you can use other stuff. You know, and just keep adding the soil. Eventually it gets higher and higher and higher. Oh, more and more potatoes. Oh, it can't be bad. You can't beat proper potatoes that you grow yourself. Yeah, haven't got those nasty chemicals on. Do any of them? No. Makes you impotent. Yeah, that ain't great. No, don't do it. Anyway, ta-ta. Have a lovely day.